Hi, and welcome to Onboarding. You must be a new pet pro, or perhaps you are a sponsoring pet pro that needs to know some next steps to help your new pet pro. Maybe you're watching this with your new pet pro. Maybe you're looking for a restart. Whatever it is, we're so glad that you're here and excited to welcome you into the pawTree family. I love this picture, this first slide that's here, because it shows the fun that we have. We love gathering. We love being together. You can see several different times meetings, in-person events, trip, our vacations that we take together. We love to celebrate. We love to spend time together at pawTree. So whenever you enrolled, whether it's the beginning of the year, mid-year, end of year, I promise you there is an event happening soon. Find out from your sponsor when that event is, whether it's our annual convention, whether it's a paw trip, is it an incentive trip that you can earn? You want to know about it, so make sure you ask. I'm trying to keep this video evergreen so that it's good for all seasons of the year. And so just ask them what's happening next. That's another important thing. Who is your sponsor? If you're not sure who your sponsor is, if you're watching this and saying, I don't know who my sponsor is, get with support at pawtree.com. Send them an email and say, I'm not sure who my sponsor is, and they can help you with that. It's really important. I'm going to refer to that several times throughout this video today of getting with your sponsor. So you need to know who that is. So if you need to pause, go email support, find out who your mentor is. And it's even helpful to know who your mentor is, sponsor/mentor that's a leader. We usually say a star, like a VP, vice president, or a star. Find out who your VP or star mentor is, and you guys can all work together. That's important too, because that means they've got some leadership underneath their belt and they can help you with some next steps. So let's jump right in, shall we? So let's go to this. I would love to know what got you excited about joining pawTree. Reply in the comments on this video. Let us know why was it that, what was it that made you say, yes, I want to join, I want to enroll. I love to hear that because I think the why is the most important thing that will keep you grounded. If you're really clear on what it is that you want, you will have no problem getting it. You just have to be clear. So share that. Share that with the person that sponsored you, your mentor. Let them know what got you excited about joining pawTree. Here is a checklist that I want you to take a screenshot. This actually is available in the video as well. There's a link to get this image here. But take a screenshot if that's easier, have it accessible because I am a big check boxer. I love to go through and just check the boxes. I like to have a roadmap, and that's why you're here. You want a roadmap. What's next? What's next? These check boxes will help you along the path. So here's several. We'll go through each slide that I have, highlights each one of these. So the first box, I have done a pet quiz on my own pet. So we're going to go to the next slide, and that's what we'll talk about. But then we also have a slide about setting up your own easy ship, doing this with your friend and a mentor. So take a picture and just know that we'll be going one by one through each of these. So here's the first one. I have done a pet quiz on my own pet. Now, if you don't have a pet, that's okay. I'm sure at some period of your life you had a pet. You must have a passion for pet. Maybe your best friend has a pet. Someone has a pet. I want you to go through this exercise by yourself and just practice. Add things, make comments of what it is that you're worried about or concerned about with this pet. It could be fictitious. I just want you to practice. The whole point is to practice and get familiar with the pet quiz because this is by far the most important tool that we have in our business because you're not an expert, right? You just joined our company. You're not sure what we do, or maybe you do, but I'm assuming that most people watching this don't know much about our company, don't know much about our products and what they do, and the pet quiz will help you. This pet quiz was put together. It's an algorithm based on question. They ask questions, you put in answers about the pet, and then this algorithm takes everything you put in and will recommend specific products that are going to help your pet thrive. And what I love about this is that, again, I don't have to be the expert. I've been doing this many, many years, and I still don't know everything there is to know. I'm not a PhD in animal science. I'm not a vet. I'm not even in the pet industry, so to speak. I'm just a passionate pet mom that does this business as a full-time now, but started out as very much a hobby. So I don't need to know all the answers. We have people for that. We have a panel of veterinarians. We have a PhD in animal science. We have nutritionists that work together that based on the information you put in this quiz, this pet quiz, it recommends these products. So if somebody says, well, my dog has itchy skin, Great, let's do a pet quiz and see what pawTree recommends. My dog has allergies. Great, let's do a pet quiz and see what pawTree recommends. My dog has anxiety. Okay, let's do the pet quiz and see what pawTree recommends. So you'll see and you'll start to learn over time that certain things are being recommended for certain issues that these pet parents are indicating. It helps you learn, it helps you grow. But here's something I want you to know why this is so important is because what we have found over the years of doing this is that over 60% of pet parents that fill out a pet quiz become a customer. They order. And I'll get to this in a minute. Not everybody does, and that's okay. The goal is not always to have everybody that you talk with become a customer. The goal is to help as many pet parents as we can, one pet quiz at a time. So just know that your probability of having an order size higher, getting more sales volume and having someone order is done by the pet quiz. Here's the next thing I wanted to make sure you know. I want you to be sure that you know how to share the pet quiz. We'll get to that in the next slide, but what is your link? What is your link that you use, your affiliate link, your shop link that you're going to send to potential clients? That's really important to know. So I've mentioned two things you need to know is who your sponsor is and your sponsor, your leader. So your sponsor, but then also your upline leader. And then two, what is your unique link that you'll be sharing? If you don't know those things, support can help you with that. You also can find it in your account settings. And we can get to that if you have questions. Just check with your sponsor or check with support. That's probably the easiest way to do that now so we don't get too off track from this onboarding. But those two things you'll want to know because here's why. When you share the pet quiz using your unique link and someone fills out the pet quiz, they immediately become part of your back office, is what we call it, part of your prospect list. So if they order then, if they ever order in the future, they are tied to you. They are your customer. So even if they didn't order today, if they're like, thanks for the information, that was helpful, and they order 6 months from now, a year from now, you will still get credit for that order because they are linked to your affiliate site. Does that make sense? So to me, it's essential to get people to fill out the pet quiz. One, because the probability of them ordering is higher, but two, it makes you attached to them so that again, if they order later, you get the benefit. But here's the other reason I love it because pawTree in the background, our marketing team is continually sending emails and marketing to those people that fill out the pet quiz. They can even target things if they say they are dealing with allergies, then they can target that person and send allergy information to that client so that if and when they are ready to buy, again, you get credit for the order. So that is why the pet quiz to me is so important. And it's really, really effective, but it's most important that you know about it for yourself, that you know how to do it for yourself first. So that's why we say practice by yourself. I hope that by using, but that this is something you've already done ahead of time before you even enrolled in pawTree, and that you used what was recommended from the pet quiz to purchase your kit, to build your own kit. And that's typically how we teach, and it doesn't always work that way. And so that leads us to number two. If you didn't come in with the kit, set up your own easy ship order based on what the pet profile recommended. Go ahead and place an order. It's not required. That's one of those things that pawTree, we're not requiring you to have your own easy ship. But I have found in my years of experience that those that have an experience with the products have a much better have much better outcomes of selling the products because they believe in them, they use them, they know how to do it. So that leads to this too. You've set up an easy ship order. It's going to be challenging for you to enroll customers if you haven't done it yourself, if you haven't gone through that process. So typically what I say, if you've enrolled with the kit and you already have all the products you need, just go through the motions of setting up an easy ship order and don't process it, but go through, add items, take items off, see how you qualify for free shipping, see what happens when you take items off. What is it that qualifies for free shipping? What doesn't? How do you adjust your shipping dates? All of that can be done in your easy ship order. So go through that, practice. Again, we're just asking you to practice. So number one, do a pet quiz on your pet. Number two is set up your own easy ship order, or at least go through all the motions, because again, that's going to help you enroll customers a lot more effectively when you've done it yourself. You know how to do it. So now we'll breeze through the rest of this stuff because the first two slides were, in my opinion, the most important. So the rest we'll go through quickly. Number three, I have done a pet quiz with my mentor and a friend to practice. So again, it's important you know who your mentor is. Let them help you because they've done this. They have been here longer than you in most cases. And if not, that's why it's important to know that leader, who's the mentor, the upline leader, that can do this for you instead. So you've done a pep quiz with your mentor and a friend as a way to practice. That is just, again, it's no obligation. It's your best friend, it's your aunt, it's your cousin, it's someone that you know, like, hey, help me out. Just will you practice with me? I need to learn the ropes. I'll have a prompt here at the end of this presentation that can give you some words to say on how do I reach out to people? How do I reach out to someone to ask them to practice with me? We'll give you some ideas for that coming up. But just be thinking of who can I ask to just practice with me? Best friend that doesn't judge me, that doesn't, think I could say all the weird things and they wouldn't care. You're not going to be saying weird things. We're going to give you exactly what it is to say, but it just doesn't feel is hard when it's someone that you know really well, right? These are people that will do a favor for you no matter what. Ask them to sit down with you and your mentor to do a pet quiz together. Okay, number 4. I have done 10 pet quizzes with potential customers within my first 30 days. Again, we're setting you up for success. 10 people. We're asking you to find 10 people that will do a pet quiz with you. Again, I'll have a prompt here in a minute to show you what words you can say and how we can invite them to do the pet quiz with you. Ideally, you're doing these with your mentor as well. It's the best shadow training you can get. Let your mentor do the talking. You get to listen and see how it's done. And we're not expecting all 10 to become customers. Let me be really clear on that. This is truly practicing. I am confident you'll get a sale, at least one out of these 10, because these are people you know and you know well. So I'm confident you'll have a sale, but that's not what we're going for. We're going for the practice, 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 practice. There's a lot of people that do several different things in this business to have success. They might do vendor event shows. You may have even met someone at a vendor show, and now you're here. We have people that use social media as a way to learn and grow. And we have people that do a lot of reach outs, cold reach outs, people they don't know. But it all has to start here. This is how you learn the ropes. This is how you get familiar. This is what helps build your confidence so that posting on social media and going out and doing vendor events and reaching out and messaging people that you're meeting in Facebook groups and things, it doesn't feel hard because you already know a little bit about our company. So these are the first steps. We can get to the other stuff later, but trust me, these are the first few steps we want you to do. Okay. So if you've done 10 pet quizzes with those people, you know. Number 5, I have at least one new Easy Ship customer. Easy Ship is the backbone to our business. It is essential to have Easy Ship customers because this is what helps your volume grow. This is what helps build and build and build so that over time you can help pay for your products. You can help get that extra income, whatever it is you were looking for. We have folks that join that are looking just for a way to help pay for their high quality products. We have others that are wanting to earn a few $100s in addition to paying for their products. We have some that want to build retirement type income. They want an exit strategy. That was me. I wanted an exit strategy from my other career. I was looking for something different. So this started out as very much a side gig and moved into a full-time career about 7 years ago, 8 years ago. So I've been doing this quite a while. I can promise you whatever it is you're looking for, we can help you. And it all stems from Easy Ship customers. And again, we asked you on slide number 2 or item number 2, bullet checkbox number 2 said, set up your own Easy Ship order. That's why I wanted you to do it so that you know how to teach others to set up Easy Ship. The great thing about our Easy Ship that you'll find is that you're in control of how often it ships. You are in control of what you add. It's easy to skip items, take items off, skip for the next month. There's so many ways to manipulate your Easy Ship that's why we call it Easy Ship. It truly is meant to be, and it is easy. We want it to be easy on your clients as well. They can cancel anytime. But Easy Ship is what qualifies. You can see over here in this graphic, it qualifies them for discounted or free shipping. They can cancel change anytime, but we really, really want, oh, and they earn paw points. I don't want to forget that. For every dollar they spend on Easy Ship, they get a point that they can redeem for any product that pawTree sells. So as you accumulate about 200 points, so once you've spent about $250, you already are eligible to order a treat or some of our toys and things. So important things that are Easy Ship customer perks only. Okay. So get familiar with the benefits and in every case possible, go for the Easy Ship. Number 6, I have reached 100 in new PV, new sales. So this is a benchmark we want you to get really familiar with month over month because it unlocks retail bonuses, it unlocks commission, title promotions, all sorts of things. It's required to have 100 in new PV to unlock some of the commissions structures. So you can see them here. So just know minimum of 100 new PV. That's really the benchmark for every single month. And you can see here, you can take a picture of this and use this for later. but it does unlock these higher commission structures. But also on a team level, we have a really great incentive program that if you get 100 new PV by the 10th of every month, on or before the 10th, at least 100 new PV, we have a special training call. We always have amazing guest speakers that come and present and talk and give a really high value training. And that's for those that qualify only. So you'll want to get the 100 new PV by the 10th of every month, whenever possible. So number 7, with you being in your fast start. So your fast start is your enrollment month and the 3 months that follow. So if you would have enrolled in January, you would have whatever's left in January, February, March, April. That's your fast start period. So you get cash dash bonuses in your fast start period. And again, this unlocks by hitting that first benchmark of 100 in new PV. If you get 100 in new PV in your fast start, you just unlocked an extra $25 cash dash bonus. If you get 250 to 374, you can see you've got 50 bucks. 375 to 499, 75 extra dollars. And 500 plus, that's $100 in cash dash bonuses. So, and as a sponsor, if you're watching this with your new Pet Pro, you get a matching bonus as well, as long as you've had the same or higher new PV as your new Pet Pro. So, but just by getting 100 in new PV, you've already unlocked your first cash dash bonus. So number 8, if you've checked any of these boxes, we want you to celebrate. We want you to share this with your mentor. We want you to post in your team page. We want you to celebrate in your team chats. Go get a treat, pat yourself on the back, and just know you are well on your way. Congratulations. So make sure you celebrate. I often say that this is meant to be really like basic. We want you to just jump right in. But if you're one that needs more details, likes more details, you can go to the Launchpad. The link is in the YouTube video. The Launchpad is where all the details are. If you go to pawTree or the pawTree greenhouse, and then the Launchpad, that's what I'm referring to. That will be linked here in the YouTube video. But if you go there, there's 10 steps at the Launchpad. There's 10 steps that you can go through, one after another, and get more information. But this is my little like not warning, but little cautionary. I'm going to say use that with caution, because here's what I've observed. You can read everything there is. You can watch all the videos, and there are a ton of videos to watch and a lot of downloads you can download. There's so much information out there, so much so that you can get lost, or you could spend all your time learning and no time getting into action. I've done this long enough and I've mentored enough people that I promise you, jumping in and getting to those pet profiles, those 10 pet quizzes as fast as possible, that's what's going to launch you into success. The other stuff will come as you need it. So I just want to caution you, don't spend too much time here, because you can read all the things, you can watch all the videos. I think about it as riding a bike. I heard this analogy and it stuck with me forever. You can watch training videos on how to ride a bike. You can read books on how to ride a bike. You can watch other people ride a bike. You can go to all the training meetings possible about riding a bike. But until you get on that bike, it's pretty hard to learn. Am I right? So think about your pawTree business the same. Jump in, start doing those pet quizzes with people that you know, and with the help of your mentor, because that is by far what will help you have the most success. But this is here if you need it. So here's that script I promised you, a couple words that you could use to reach out and invite people. But here's where we need you to start. Build a list. Who do you know? Who do you know that has pets? Who do you know that's business savvy? Who posts about their pets all the time in social media? I know you know them. They're out there, right? So think about that. Write down their names on a piece of paper. I want you to physically write this down. This is an important exercise. Doesn't mean you're going to reach out to all of them, but it's really important to highlight as many as you can. We invite you to think of at least 10, but we have, in some cases, we do challenges where we're inviting you to go up to as many as 100. And I promise you know them. That might feel a little overwhelming, but if you go through your Facebook friends, if you think about people you used to work with, if you think about past neighborhoods, college, high school, aunts, uncles, cousins, acquaintances, friends of friends, that list is never ending. So start with at least 10. Who do you know? Who has pets? Who has business savvy? Who's someone that you admire that, or just know has done well in business? Who posts about their pets all the time? And ask them this question, especially the ones you know really well. Like I typically will say, the list of the first 10 should be people you know really well that are willing to hear you out just because you're close enough that they're your good friends, right? And ask them one of these 2 questions. We have 2 different varieties. One would be, would you be willing to do a pet quiz with me and my mentor to help me practice and get familiar with my new business and how this works? Or you could say, I just started a new online business helping pets. I'm really excited and I'm learning the ropes. Would you be willing to do a pet quiz with me to help me practice? It's this cool tool that asks questions about your pets to give you recommendations unique to your dog, cat's needs. Okay, so pick and choose. Of course, you can tweak it a little bit. Less is more, though. You don't want it to be a giant paragraph. Just invite them to do that pet quiz with you and your mentor, and you'll be on your way. So what questions do you have? You're welcome to put them in the chat or in the comments in this link to the video. You can get with your mentor, you can get with your mentor leader, but I highly, highly encourage you to reach out to them and ask questions because they want to help you. They want to support you. So last but not least, here's our target. This is what we've talked about today, and I'm going to add a couple things here at the end. Number one, complete your pet quiz if you haven't already. Just do it, trust me. Number two, create an easy ship order for yourself. Again, if you came in with the product pack, no problem. You can set it for later. You can have it processed in a few months, but just go through the motions of how that works. Number three, do a practice pet quiz with your mentor and a friend as a way to shadow train, learn from your mentor. And next, make a list of people you know. We just went over that. As many people as you can possibly think of, but at least the first 10, have it be people that you feel comfortable enough to reach out and complete 10 pet quizzes with those prospects, with those people on your list within your first 30 days. Next, have a check-in call with your mentor within the week. Within a week, for sure. When you're watching this, at some point in the next week, I want you to connect with your mentor and just chat. What questions do you have? Let's get a pet quiz appointment on the books with you and your mentor and a friend. Last but not least, join us weekly for additional training and support. Regardless of what team you are with, whoever your upline leader is, there are meetings happening to support you, training calls. Anything you would need is available, and the home office does a wonderful job connecting us to trainings as well. So check the Pet Pro only page, make sure you're part of your team page. But again, by being checked in with your mentor or your mentor leader, your upline leader, you will have this information, I hope already. So take care. I appreciate you being here and watching this. And congratulations. We're so happy that you're here as part of the pawTree family. We hope you feel welcome, and we hope that you'll join us at some of our future events. Until then,